If you want a pretty damn amazing watch for only $600 with the design, feel and finishing of watches 5 times the price, then have a look at this absolute beauty. Before we get into it though, I will quickly say this can also be an almost $1,000 watch. What I mean by that is that you have the option to upgrade the movement when ordering, which in my opinion gives it a lot more value, but we'll get into that in a second. First of all, the $600 version sports a 25 jewel automatic movement called the Ronda R150. The accuracy of this movement is plus or minus about 12 seconds a day. The $1,000 version, however, which you can pick when buying and select the upgrade movement, sports a very impressive premium Sellita SW200-1, which is 26 joules and has an accuracy of about plus or minus 4 seconds a day. The watch also sports 50 meters of water resistance, so no swimming, but it will be fine when washing your hands or in the rain. You don't need to worry about it then. And it also has a flat sapphire crystal, which is what you expect of something in this price range. The case and bracelet are industry standard 316L stainless steel, with that bracelet being integrated and both wears nicely and looks very good. It also has a butterfly clasp, so sadly no micro adjustments, but the links are so small you should be able to get a very comfortable fit. Its finishing is very nice, with a combination of polished and satin brushed finishes that highlight the unique shape of the watch. It has a very unique vertically elongated Cotes de Genève dial that creates a spectrum of beautiful shimmers depending on the lighting, and I really think it's up there in terms of dials for the price range. It also has a 37mm diameter with a 47mm lug to lug and is 9.5mm thick, so it wears very nicely on all sizes of wrists. The history of the company is extremely brief because it was only founded in 2017 by Sebastian Courgenes and Jules van Helvoort. I probably butchered those names, but I have no idea. Anyway, they crossed paths while living abroad and shared a passion for watches and watch collecting, and they are actually also both Dutch, hence the name Haen. I don't know how to pronounce it, but the spelling Haen, which means moon in Dutch. Now to get into my personal review, I'll start off by saying that it is an extremely nice watch for a $1,000 price tag. The whole design is unique, the finishing is very good, it has a flat, scratch-resistant sapphire crystal, which is, you know, as good as it gets. I would also personally recommend spending the extra $400 to upgrade to the Sellita SW200-1 movement, as it's a very, very good movement and is found in much more expensive watches like I don't remember the references, but you know, some $3,000 Tudors and $2,000 Oris watches, as the Sellita SW200-1 actually has 4 levels: standard, which the accuracy is about 12 to 30 seconds a day; special, where the accuracy is 7 to 20 seconds a day; premium, which is 4 to 10 seconds a day; and chronometer certified. I'm not exactly sure on the accuracy of that, but I think it's like a second a day or something crazy like that. But this watch is the premium version, so even in terms of the Sellita SW200-1 being good at the standard range, it's the premium version, which is very, very good. The watch is aesthetically pleasing to the eyes and stands out looking similar to much more expensive, you know, $50,000 Pateks and APs, but still having its own flair and design cues. And when buying the more expensive version with the Sellita SW200-1, it does actually have an open case back, which normally for watches in this price range aren't too great because the movements tend to be rubbish. But the Sellita SW200-1 is not only a really good functional movement, but it's a gorgeous movement too, and I do believe it has some engraving in it as well, so it is customized. Overall, I'd say it's one of the coolest watches for just under $1,000, and if you want a watch that looks extremely high-end and luxury, that wears very nice, has its own design, has a very reliable but also aesthetically pleasing movement, a nice integrated bracelet that will stand out in your collection, and is good value, especially with a good dial, it's a great buy. I have nothing to complain about it with. Anyways, thanks for watching to the end, and since you made it here, you may as well subscribe, right? Like, that little video there, you may as well click it. You're here already, right? You enjoyed if you watched to the end, so just tap it, and the subscription button, just tap them.